All right, I'm John D. the JJLightning Vanners. We're a Western Pennsylvania chapter, and this is my '76 Dodge B200, my barn find. I really enjoy the story on this because I know the history of it, and it's just cool, I think, to know where it came from. All right, so back in 1989, I was looking for my second van. I had one like it, and I wanted another shorty Dodge. And I opened up the old green sheet back then, and this guy had this advertised for sale in Washington, PA. So I went down to look at it, and it was in a barn, sitting for probably about 7 years. And the story I got on it was his mother bought it and had it converted at Rodco Customs back in '76. He drove it. Now this was the owner's son, but it was still an NA title, and he drove it to college for a couple years. Pretty cool thing. So after he graduated, he, I guess, got married, started a business, parked it, and didn't really do much with it until he decided to sell it. So I went down to look at it and found out it was in pretty good shape. And we haggled a little bit, but I picked it up, and in 1990, we redid the paint. Those are the original murals that were still on the van from 1976. Most of it's original. I tried to save what I could. There was a roof vent in it that was cracked and leaking, and we got rid of that. I put a sunroof in. Most of the interior is original too. But we reshot the black around the murals after we saved them. And those are wheels that I picked. I thought they looked good on there. And it's pretty much just been a matter of keeping it in pretty good shape since then. It's been a lot of places, put a lot of miles on it. It's been a good van. It's got a 318 727, all original still. I haven't had to go into it, do any work on that. So I just did a couple little things. In fact, one of the most recent things is I put this gas cap on because I got tired of forgetting my gas cap at the gas station since they ain't hooked on. Put a custom stainless steel dual exhaust on it way back when, and that's really helped a lot with drivability and power. Had those bumpers re-chromed 20 years ago, and they stayed really nice. The guys did a really good job on it. It's hard to find that today. Not too many people doing that. This is all the original interior in here except for this upper upholstery. We had to redo it. Used to have the Naga hide, but that's still original. This is the original carpet. My wife just redid these curtains, trying to keep it still looking a lot like it did in '76. So yeah, this mural on this side is pretty much identical to the other side, and these are airbrushed. These are not decals. One thing I didn't do myself was the paint. I don't have the facilities, but I had a very good friend, had a shop that we worked at saving these because I really wanted to save them. We actually wet sanded the clear off of them, and then he shot the black around them and then re-cleared everything and buffed it down. And that was, again, back in 1990. So they've held up pretty well for being that many years. All right. So back when I first got it, I wanted to protect the front end of it, and I found this bra in the old Sears catalogs for the vans and trucks, and I've had it on there since. And it's done a wonderful job of trying to keep this in one piece. Again, the plate, I'm a member of JJLightning Vanners for many years. Just have a couple of little lights under there that really help light up the road. You got to watch for deer when you're on the back roads. That's about it on the outside. Not a whole lot that I did. Again, try to preserve the original flavor of it, but still make it a little bit of mine. Now on the inside, we still have all the original interior here that was done then. These insets, they built back then. It's an ice box and a bar back there, that little door. Actually, the ice box vents right through the floor. Don't have to worry about water. This bed's built all in sections, so the center sections will come out real easy if you want to, or you push that center section in and you have a bed, and out it's a real nice sofa. Yeah. These seats are one of the few things that I changed in it. I took these out of my last van, which was a '77 street van. So we reupholstered these to match the back, and I love the swivel feature on it. Makes a real nice touch, and they're very, very comfortable seats. Other than that, the only things that I changed on the interior was put this curtain rod in. We could hang stuff on it more than curtains. I had to put this piece of wood in when I changed the sunroof. just to make it all trim up nice, because the old one was cut different. Other than that, I've just tried to keep her like she was and enjoy the way vanning was back then. Actually came from my neighbor. Where I grew up, he had a Ford Econoline that he was selling, and he said, "Do you like that big steering wheel?" I said, "No." He said, "Here, put that on." So I've had that for over 30 years because I had that on my first van too. And I love it. It's comfortable. And oh yeah, the stereo, it's Pioneer. So I did upgrade the sound system. The 8-tracks weren't working very well. So that's a Pioneer AM/FM cassette. 2 amps, 4 speakers. Does pretty good going down the road.
Got a giveaway. Thank you.
All right, and probably the one feature that I did many years ago, I believe it was a 1990, or I'm sorry, 2000 Nats. I went down and had this etched on, because I had a friend of mine that always said I was a fanatic about vans, so he called me the Vanatic. So we had to put that on with a little lighthouse to match the murals on the side. So part of my favorite part of this story is, I know the gentleman I bought this from, he was kind of sad to see it go because he was in the family. And I told him, I said, "It's finding a good home, trust me." So after I got her all fixed up, all done, I took it to 1998 Nationals and won a 2nd place trophy in the classic class. I drove the truck back down to his house, parked in front of it, put the trophy out in front of it, knocked on his door. He came out and he said, "That's not my van." I said, "Yes, it is." I said, "It found a good home, and I promise you it'll stay that way." So that's how we've kept her now for 29 years, in good shape. So that's the story on my 76 Dodge. It's always been the van I've wanted. I've loved the shorty Dodges like this, and I got what I wanted, and I've just tried to keep her the way I like her. You know, many years ago when I was a teenager, I knew that this existed, but I didn't know anything about it. And I lived close to Butler, and it got shut down right before I started driving. So I missed out on a couple of years of doing this, and boy am I sorry I did. I wish I'd have been able to come out and do this a lot sooner. So if you got a van, you got to get out here and come join us and have some fun, because it's all about many different things. Friendship, camaraderie, having fun and a good time, and it's just a great thing. So we enjoy it. So come on, go vanning. Take care.